This has definitely been our best season of the franchise, but it hasn't been without its challenges. We're currently one game back of the LA Dodgers here in late August with a long road trip upcoming. And last episode, we suffered two of the biggest injuries we've seen this year. Rafael Devers has been back since the beginning of this month, but now David Geronimo is going to miss perhaps the rest of the regular season, and Taylor Rogers is now hurt. At the same time, I'm thinking about the pending free agents for this coming season and realize that so many of these players are probably going to get double or triple the money that they've been getting. And who eventually gets those deals may end up being the players who ultimately make up for the players that we're currently missing right now. It's a chance for a lot of players to step up. But now with two open roster spots, we have to make a couple moves. I don't want to bring up Michael Wilkerson yet. To me, he needs to keep developing as a starter and perhaps join the rotation next season. He's doing a great job. Let's not interrupt his progress. But I'd like to bring up closer Tony Losi, who's pitched a lot more than just closing innings down at AAA this year. He's got good stamina, and I think that this team could use another guy that can either go multiple innings or be counted upon on back-to-back days. So we're getting back to a 7-man bullpen by calling him up to the Major League roster for the first time in this series. When it comes to replacing Geronimo on offense, there are so many options because of how versatile this team is and some of the bench players. Well, Nick Solac can take over left field after playing second base earlier this season, and I've changed up the order just a little bit. For the pitching staff now, Seranthony Dominguez is again the closer, and I want Scott Oberg to be the new setup and 8th inning guy. With the last remaining roster spot, we're going to bring up Connor Joe, who was on the roster for many seasons in this series, and he can just fill in a bench role and play a lot of spots. But now it's time to get back to playing baseball. We're at home to take on the Washington Nationals. It's a tie game here. We're going to jump into the 10th inning. Andrew Heaney on the mound, and he gives up a base hit to center field, and the Nationals will wave home the go-ahead run and take the lead. Ben Gamel gets to second. They get that extra inning runner home. But now Austin Meadows with a drive to deep right center field. Chasing after it, Reynolds not there in time. A late jump from Gamel, but he's waved around, and there will be no play. Up by 2. Scott Kingery hooks one deep to left field, and that basically puts this game out of reach. Heaney's been reliable out of the bullpen, but an ugly 10th inning sets up a very difficult situation, bottom 10, and Ty France bounces into the double play as the Nationals take this game. We already are behind the Dodgers. I knew we had this road trip upcoming, so this series going sideways isn't exactly ideal for us. We end up getting swept in this series, scoring all of 7 runs, and none of these games were close. That means we head into LA without David Geronimo, without Taylor Rogers, and without a lead. We're currently 2.5 games back, and we're going to play, like I said, a couple weeks on the road now. This is a critical part of the schedule. I really want this division title, and how we play over the next 2 weeks will determine how good of a chance we have in the last month of the year. Dustin May on the mound for the Dodgers, and here's the Rockies lineup with Xavier Edwards and Zach Veen getting starts at the bottom of the order. Dustin May, always very difficult to face. He throws near 100, and a lot of guys throw with that heat, but I find him especially difficult to catch up to at times. Devers lines out to short. It's a 0 on the board in the first. As we go bottom 1, there is Mookie Betts facing Corbin Burns. And on the first pitch, it's laced to left for a base hit. Burns has been up and down this year, but last couple months have been better for him. Asuaje gets this one through the infield. A slow roller in the right spot. That gets to Corey Seager. And trouble getting the 2-strike pitch to be competitive. And Seager turns on one, belted to deep right field, and it's gone. That was not a bad pitch, just a phenomenal hit by Seager for his 26th home run and a 3-0 Dodgers lead. Nobody on this team has allowed more home runs than Corbin Burnes, and that's not what I expected this year. 3-0, we don't have an out. And we still don't, as Bellinger gets this one all the way to the center field fence, and he'll stop at second. You have to think about warming someone up at this point. In the air to right, and Bellinger tagging from third, and the throw is not in time. We don't really have anybody that can challenge there in the outfield, and the Dodgers put together a 4-run first, with the Rockies already on a 3-game losing streak. Josh Bell leads off the second, and there's a drive to right center field. Splitting the gap for extra bases, Bell makes his way to second and just continues to crush this year. We'll have more attention now on Nick Solac as he becomes the new starting left fielder. And May gets him with a good curveball just under the zone. Big first out that gets to Xavier Edwards, and that'll get past Will Smith. And Bell up to third base as that almost went into the outfield. Fouled off the curveball. Edwards has been a very solid hitter this season. He battles with Dustin May. 3-2 again. Deep in the air to right. Bell can definitely tag as Betts chases this one down onto the track. Bell scores, and we at least get the one back. To the second inning, can Corbin Burnes settle in? Striking out Max Muncy. He goes to that cutter. Then Mookie Betts 0-2. Chop to the right side. And a much better second inning. 1-2-3. I felt like getting that first run on the board in the second inning was pretty key to not waste the chance. We're definitely not giving up on any game with this offense. Nimmo with a base hit to right. Now Schaefer taking the curveball away. 2 on here for the Rockies, and that brings up Rafael Devers. A cutter inside gets him. 2-2. That's low. Already 2 on, now the payoff pitch. And Devers skies one to deep right field. Betts going back, looking up, and it's gone! Rafael Devers ties the game with his 29th home run of the season. And the Rockies have erased a 4-run first, just like that. He missed up high with the curveball. Big mistake for Dustin May, and this is basically a brand new ball game. Burnes, meanwhile, after a 1-2-3 second inning, he's ahead of Bellinger and finishes this off with a strikeout. At this point, Burnes is out dueling May, whose pitch count is now into the 80s as we worked a lot of counts. Edwards had a really good 3-2 at bat against him already. And now pulls one deep in the air to right. Again, Betts to the track, and this ball is gone. Edwards with a solo home run, and the Rockies have taken the lead. That's 2 big at-bats for Xavier Edwards, where he worked the count and ultimately gets a sac fly and a solo home run. He's developing some real power. The day for Dustin May is over already. They go to Garrett Clevenger. 4th inning, he walks Zach Veen. That brings up Burnes. I wanted to keep him in the game, and he will put down a pretty good bunt. And Muncy, trying to get the out at second, ends up getting nothing. 2 on, and nobody down, as this ball gets away from Smith for a moment. And Clevenger just continues to miss his spots. Bases loaded, nobody out, more trouble for the Dodgers. They have a lefty in the game, facing Johnny Schaefer. The bases are loaded. Ground ball, got to that third, the tag, and the throw. And the Dodgers get out of the inning. 5-4, Burns in for the 4th inning as Will Smith waves at the cutter. That one doesn't get the call, and that slider won't either. 3-2. That one misses. Smith is aboard with a generous strike zone that time. That brings up Kevin Biggio, and this one's ripped into the right field corner. All the way to the wall. Waving around Smith. Relay throw coming home too late. And the Dodgers have tied this game at 5. Still nobody out. And Conforto base hit to right field. Now they wave home Biggio, and there will be no throw. Dunn giving them the extra base at second, but the Dodgers are back in front. We move ahead to the 5th inning. Devers through the shift. You just can't get the guy out this year. Now Solac, we know what he's done against lefties this season. Just missed on that one. And a big swing on the high slider. 1-2. It's a blast to left field. Solac puts the Rockies in front once again. It's a 2-run shot, number 12 of the season. Tried to do that on every swing of that at-bat and eventually connected. 7-6. Bottom of the 5th inning now. With a runner on, there's a drive to center. This one's playable. Rockies keep the lead intact. Lucas Sims ultimately gets the 6th inning. 4.97 ERA. One down for Conforto, and a good curveball to get him out in front, strike 3. Next up, Max Muncy, and he's late on the fastball, strike 3. Bottom of the 7th, giving Sims a 2nd inning, and here is Mookie Betts reaching once again. 0-2 now, Asuaje. Gets a curveball, line to left field, base hit. Asuaje's hit so well against us this season, and we can't get Betts at 3rd. Trouble here for the Rockies, and we're going to bring in the rookie. It's Tony Losi. 3rd appearance so far. This is a tough spot. He does have 6 strikeouts in 3 innings. It's not much of a sample size. Here's Seager, flied to left on the first pitch. Betts set up to tag. And this is just hit way too deep as Veen's throw is not close. We are tied once again at 7. But now trying to finish off the inning. Losi gets ahead of Bellinger. 1-1. Fly down the line. That hook's foul. 2 strikes. Got him looking. Fastball on the outside. On we go to the 8th inning. We've had a lot of lead changes, and the game now tied again. Zach Veen the other way. That is just foul. Try it again, 3-2. And that is off the plate. Veen walks again. Another lefty now. It's Brandon Nimmo. A ground ball through the right side. Base hit, and the Rockies have 2 aboard. That gets to Brian Reynolds. Out in front. Good curveball. 2-2. Inside. 3-2. Got him with the cutter upstairs. Big 2nd out for the Dodgers. And that's going to bring in a pitching change. They'll bring in Alex Vesia facing Johnny Schaefer with 2 on. That's high down the line, deep left field. This one is gone, and Schaefer has done it once again. A 3-run homer, and the Rockies lead this game 10-7. It just doesn't get old watching this guy crush left-handed pitching. Now, they had a lefty in the game. They just brought in a fresh lefty who's done really well against righties this season. But there's just been no slowing down Johnny Schaefer in his sophomore campaign. What a year he's putting together. That's one of the biggest hits of his young career. But will it be enough? This has been a high-scoring game the entire way. We don't have Taylor Rogers. The bullpen has already had some missteps, but now we have our best two remaining. And this is Scott Ober giving up a fly ball, shallow center. 2 away. Carlos Asuaje, 2-2. He chased it. Schaefer getting there, and the throw is in time. We'll take this lead into the 9th, handing it off to Sir Anthony Dominguez, the closer once again. 0-2, Muncy. Got him low with the slider. There's one. Here is Zach McKinstry. Fouls off the two-seamer, falling behind. Got him with the fastball right down the middle. Dodgers down to their last out. Here's Mookie Betts. Strike one on the corner. Bounced foul. 0-2. Got him! The game is over, and Dominguez gets the save. What a game for the Rockies. This offense is special. 10 runs on the board as we recover from a 4-run deficit in the first inning. We hit 4 home runs in this game, and we get a game closer on the LA Dodgers. That is one of the biggest wins of the season, to take that game. Now, the series continues on. The following day, we do lose 5-2, but we have a chance to take the series. And I want to jump into this game already in action. 3rd inning, and both starters are having dreadful days. It is 7-5. There's a bunt put down. Devers coming up to make the play. But the Dodgers are able to get a run there in the 3rd inning, and it's 7-6. Alex Vesia on the mound. And Devers crushes one to right field. Back it goes, and that is number 30 for Devers. He hit 37 a year ago, and I don't think it'll be long before he passes that and cruises towards a 40 home run season. 9-6 in the 4th inning. Ethan Small is still in, despite allowing 6 runs. Devers makes the play basically from short. Let's go top 5. Still a 9-6 ball game. Runner in scoring position, 2 down. Now a drive to center field. Bellinger going back. Under it to make the catch. It's not number 31. So again, we have a high-scoring game against the Dodgers. Let's see Tony Locey come out to make another appearance. So far, he's been solid. Nice curveball. He's got a lot of break on that curve. Hernandez strikes out. It seems Locey, at least this first impression, is he's got pretty good stuff. Like, there are a lot of whiffs here from the Dodger hitters. That changeup is just off the plate. That fastball just misses. 3-2. And that's a low take. Locey walks Smith. Here's Muncy. Good fastball on the corner. Curveball just got a piece. 0-2. Fouled that one off. 2-2. And got him with the fastball right down the middle again. Don't think this happens much in LA, but we have a sudden rain delay. I don't know what changed over the course of this game, but now they're going to pause action for 30 minutes. I decided not to take Locey out. He had stamina. I felt like 30 minutes, like you can hit and have a good 30-minute inning, so just keep him out there. He reached out for it, and that's going to drop in left field. They'll send the runner home. Smith scores, and the Dodgers get a little closer. We'll make a change. Here is Andrew Heaney. Now, he's had reverse splits this year. He's struggling against lefties, and Cody Bellinger is hitting over 400 against lefties. This is not the matchup that we want. 2-1. Popped him up. Johnny Schaefer is there. Let's bring that batting average down a little bit. Michael Conforto, also a reverse splits guy. Heaney, 2-1. Chopped up the line. Foul. 3-2. Nice changeup low. Great job in that inning for Andrew Heaney. We lead by 2. Brandon Nimmo, 3 for 3 with 3 base hits. A slow roller behind the second base bag, not in time. 4-hit day for Nimmo, extending the inning for Brian Reynolds. And pulled over to the right side, but overrunning it. The recovery won't matter, and 2 are on for the Rockies. And that brings up Johnny Schaefer. Average right at 300, 2-2. In the air, well hit left field. Hernandez back to make the catch. It's still a 2-run game. Andrew Heaney gets a second inning. Will Smith the batter, and he looks at a fastball right above the zone. Good take. Next, it's Muncy. Base hit center field. Dodgers have the tying run on base as they get first and third and will pinch hit Mookie Betts. I usually like keeping my lefties in to face Betts, but in this case, I'm going to trust Scott Oberg. He's been so solid these last few years. Betts hits righties better, but Oberg gets strike 1. Fouled up the third base line. 0-2. Chopped to short. They'll have a chance. To first. Got him! Double play. Still a 2-run game. And Oberg stays in for the bottom of the 8th. High fly to right field. Brandon Nimmo to the line. Makes the catch. 2 away. Oberg at just 11 pitches. Corey Seager sends one deep to left center field. Solac chasing it to the wall. Crashing in and making the catch. The inning comes to an end. And that means Dominguez will have a chance to save again. He's 23 of 29 chances. On the previous attempt, he struck out the side. 1-2. Popped him up. And that's going to be played by Devers for the first out. Michael Conforto. Slider in there. 0-2. Fly ball against the shift. Over is Solac. In time to make the catch. 2 down. It's all up to Teoscar Hernandez. Good slider away. 1-1. And the fastball away. Down to their last strike. Fly ball left field. Deep into the corner. Solac setting up. And the Rockies take 2 of 3 from the Los Angeles Dodgers on the road. This is a big series win for us. It keeps us within a game and a half of the Dodgers. Dominguez gets 2 big saves, doesn't allow a base runner in either attempt. I thought Tony Losi looked pretty good, gave up a run and a couple walks in this outing, but just what I'm seeing from him, I like it a lot. Sir Anthony Dominguez has had an up and down year after an elite season a year ago. We're going to fix up this glove of his, and I would like him to be staying on this team for years to come. I do think this is a very reasonable demand. I think at his ceiling, he's a $10 million a year reliever. Now this year maybe is dropping the value a little bit, but we get a 3-year, $10.4 million deal done. Now, there are some other players I am curious about, and you see like a $4.7 million demand for Andrew Heaney, but it's not always that simple, because his interest meter is just not matching that at all. So really, if we want to get a deal done with Heaney as a reliever, we're going to be looking at a much larger contract that I probably won't want to do. Scott Oberg is 34 years old. He is declining, I guess, but his play is so good. I love to bring him back for next season, but he doesn't want a 1-year contract. Even with interest maxed out, he's not just about the salary right now. He wants multiple years, even at age 34. So, okay, I guess we have to work together here, and we get a 2-year, $5 million deal done with him. Josh Bell is another player I'm thinking about giving a contract to. and he would be looking at something in the ballpark of $18 to $19 million a season, if you want to get that interest meter up. Apparently, he doesn't like the region here, the team quality isn't the best fit, so we have to make it up in salary, and that's about what it would take to get a deal with him. We still have time, a little bit, to think about this, and then the offseason, of course. Right now, we have $111 million on the books for next season. A lot of players under contract, but of course, that long list of free agents. And I'm not sure exactly if we'll do a lot more this season. Might wait till the offseason for more deals. But August is almost over. The road trip continues. We have 2 more series before we come back. And today's games against the Dodgers are the last ones we're going to play until the final series of the season in Coors. And my goal is to make sure that that series decides this division. That will do it for this episode, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the action. Nice series win for us against the Dodgers. Please leave your feedback down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more Rockies franchise content on the way. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.